I'll make it take it outdoors. I make that new vibrating jig I talked about on my short, and let's see if we can go take it out there and fish with it. But it is raining. Stay tuned. All right, for this build I'm going to use a 1/2 ounce egg sinker. So we have that. I'm going to be using a 3/0 hook, chatter blade, about a, I don't know, 9-10 inch length of 028 wire. I've got my handy triangle file, my wonderful dollar store hacksaw. Whoops, that was funny. Needle nose pliers and my old set of round nose pliers. And a kitten attacking my leg. Yikes. All right, so first thing I want to do, this bait is going to have a notch right here where this will sit down in and the wire will go up through a channel right along this mold line. So let's get that marked. Just make it a little bit easier as we progress. Right down the middle of that. And then the channel will be right here at the top, at the peak. All right, so the first thing I need to do is use my file, and I'm going to start the channel. That way once I start using the hacksaw, it's not going to go chittering around or anything like that. Be a little bit easier to work with. Now, since I am filing lead, I'm going to put some paper down. That'll make the cleanup of the dust and everything a lot easier. All right, so get everything out of the way. You didn't see that. And this is where I wish I had a vise. It'd be a lot easier. However, I don't have a vise, or at least the vise I have is in storage. Alright, so again, we're just going to start the channel here with the file. Paper down, that'll be a little bit helpful. Alright, let's see if that helps. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see, I've just started. Not probably maybe a millimeter there. Let's just check that depth. And we're getting there. That's almost where I want it. I'm going to work a little bit more with the saw because it's a little bit quicker. All right, so now we need to make a channel this way. And again, I'm going to start with the file right along the lines I marked. I'm not sure if you can still see them. Luckily I can. Holding it this way was easy. Holding it this way and keeping it steady, not so much. So I'm going to use a combination of going back and forth with my hand and the saw. See if I can get this channel built. Time out. Okay, that should help. Okay, I'm just going perpendicular to that first channel I cut. Oh, that's much easier. And this one's got to go a little deep. Because this is where the chatter blade's got to go. And there you go. So we've got this way and this way. Now we got to work on expanding this one, the perpendicular cut. I can use a little bit more pressure this way. One last thing I'm going to do is right now, as you can see, it's a kind of a V channel. I want to square it out, so I'm just going to use this file. Ah. All right, so a little bit better. Let's see my. There it is. Right. So this chatter blade will go right here. And you can see where the wire will go. I gotta work on that channel again a little bit more because with the file it kind of closed it up there. So let's do that. Alright, so we got the two channels. Now we have to form the wire. Alright, we're back. So I need to figure out what we'll do is this wire will go through. This will tie the hook. This will come up through that channel, through the bottom of the chatterbait, and then wind down here. You'll have to forgive the bells. I have kittens. So I'm just going to go ahead and make the first bend right there just so I know what I got. And, sorry, bring it around. Now, because this is stainless steel from a coil, it's not going to want to stay, but at least this will give us a start. Really? So now I have where it's going to bend in the front, and once I get this rolled around, where it'll bend in the back. So now we got to take it off the weight. Let's see if we can start getting it. And kitten number 1, Sullivan, has managed to get himself stuck up on top of the fridge. Well, he's going to stay there for a little bit. All right, so here's where we're at right now. Now I got to bring this down here. So forgive me, but this is one of those videos I'm making. Okay, almost all my videos are me going, hey, let me try this, and I'll film it while I try it. So we need to kind of hold that there a little bit. See how this fits now. Getting there, still a little bit too high. And the reason I'm not just locking it down with a twist or anything is I really want this to not rely on that much. That's looking better. And again, what we're going to do is this will go up, sit in that notch. So we have to have this wire pretty tight to the body. I'm also going to epoxy it in place. I think that'll help out a lot. So we're going to keep forming this down until we're about there. As you can see, there's still a big gap. Right there is where I need to bend it. Okay, that I think is going to do it. There. Now it's sitting down there pretty well. I'm going to give it a little bit more bend right about there. All right, so feeling pretty good about putting the blade on. While being supervised by kit number 2, Vader. All right, so if you can see, wire's going to sit down in this. The blade's going to be in this channel. And now I got to bring the wire, and I'm going to just tighten it up. Like I said, I'm still going to need epoxy on it probably, but we'll see. I'll epoxy that in place. But right now, this is working out pretty good. It's not coming out of the channel. It's got enough room here to move. All right. Right, we are back. I'm going to mix up some epoxy here. By the way, the super glue epoxy, it's at the Dollar Tree. All right, so let's squeeze out. Okay, that's going to be a lot of epoxy. That's okay. That was cat number 2, Mrs. Doubtfire, being chased by cat number 3, Sullivan. No, Marcy, cat number 1. Yeah, about that. All right, so what I'm going to do is, one, I'm going to put some of this inside. I want to fill in that area in there and lock this wire in. Now, I try not to epoxy the blade here, so I'm just going to put a little bit by the tail to hold it in place. All right, let's hope that works. And here it will sit for an hour. All right, we're back and gave this about half hour to cure. It's tacky, or no longer tacky, so I think we can finish. And you can see the blade here, not going anywhere. And yeah, I think this is going to work out pretty well. So next we have to put the hook on. This is just going to be the standard 90-degree bend. Hold on, I'm going to fix that right there. All right, so I'm going to just put my 90-degree bend right about here. So on here. And I got a 3/0 spinnerbait hook. I believe it's an eagle claw. Switch hands here because for some reason I work better with my left hand, or the bait facing that way. All right, so I've got to clamp down. There we go. And now I just have to go around this a couple times. This all straightened out. There we go. All right, so snip that off with the old wire cutters. Slide the body up over this stuff. Whoop. There we go. Now it's centered. One minor detail, kind of important. Let's get this on there. Come on, there we go. There, that's a lot easier that way. All right, so there you have it. This is nice and free. Has a little side-to-side movement, not as much as chatterbait. So I'm expecting this to have a little bit less action than a chatterbait, which is okay with me because chatterbaits are great, but I tend to go for a little bit more subtle vibration. Maybe it's because of all the inline spinners I make. But yeah, let's zoom in here. So there you have it. I could paint this. If I powder painted it though, because of the heat curing, it would mess with the epoxy. I could probably heat cure it first, then refile out the channels and everything, then go from there. Could airbrush it, since I have that airbrush with a built-in compressor now. So maybe we'll try that on the next one. Don't know how bad it's raining outside, but I think we need to go test this out just to see how it feels. All right. So this is kind of based on the Booyah bait. They have a real nice one. It's a fish head. The wire runs straight through, and a lot easier to do when you're molding. But like I said, I don't melt lead anymore, and a lot of you don't. So I thought I'd try this, and yeah, I think we're gonna have fun. All right, there you have it. So let's talk about improvements next time. Definitely have to get this wire buried better, because occasionally that blade would come up like that and kind of get hung up. Easy fix. Just got to get better at doing the wire. That's about it as far as fixes. I would like to be able to paint this. Probably have to use the airbrush and everything. Can't use powder paint because powder paint requires heat, and that's what will make epoxy weak, so you can break loose. That's about it. Pretty happy with the design. Hopefully the underwater footage turned out and it came before this. I won't find out until I get home, but I wanted to take this video now while my thoughts were fresh and everything. One beautiful day out here, Quarry Park, Marion, Ohio. I have obviously an old quarry. Water super clear, but lots and lots of weeds. This definitely is an open water bait. Going through all this coontail, it was getting not really hung up, but it was bringing a lot with it. So yeah, there you go. Thank you for all my new subscribers. I think you followed me from that short I made about this video. Hope you stick around. My whole channel is based on making lures and everything, getting started, where you don't have to melt lead. You can just have fun with some simple tools, some stuff you can pick up at the tackle shop, and get going. So if you aren't a subscriber and you do like videos like this, do me a favor and hit subscribe, hit like. Do leave me a comment. Comments and likes are what help me out the most, get seen by people, and that would be awesome. I really appreciate it. We're still working on the book. I've added some more lures to the manuscript, so I'm trying to get that done. Not sure if I'll have it done in time for Christmas, but I'm trying. Well, with that said, you guys have a great day and tight lines.